it makes
but
sense to me.
okay, as long as it made sense to you. I don't know if y'all didn't get it. It made sense to her.
I understood it. All that matters.
She's picking up what I put down. So,
Yeah, you know how we like a lot of questions.
oh yeah,
I found it to be really, really helpful just to get a sense of what people are thinking about. So we have some questions.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Question time.
Question time. Mm,
Hopefully, we have answers.
right? It's just our opinions and,
Yes, that's it.
personal opinions and some things that are fact. I mean,
Yes,
some things are fact for
absolutely.
sure. So these, I was looking over them a little while ago while we were prepping.
Okay. Yep.
And so this first question, I think it's true to kind of how we are. So the question is, I have three business ideas I'm actively working on and I can't sleep most nights. How do you protect your mental health when your brain just won't turn off?
Mm,
I
I think this is everybody can relate to this
think so.
one.
I think so.
Ah, this is a great one.
Yeah.
Who's going first?
Well, see, so in my mind, like
Okay.
I am there, I have been there.
Yes.
Um, but these days I'm thinking, of those business ideas,
Yes.
is every one of them truly a business? Because I can
Mm-hmm.
have tons of passions and excitements about a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but one thing is probably a
Mm-hmm.
very viable business.
Yes.
And so for me, I would say kind of evaluate your ideas
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
choose the one that you're going to focus in on
Mm-hmm.
and go all in. And be okay
Mm-hmm.
with going all be okay with going all in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on that business. And then if you're able to if you can see that those other ideas are related and you can integrate them, then
Oh
do your
yes.
thing. But
I agree. I agree
yeah,
because if it's related, then it's kind of like it's feeding the same engine,
right.
right? It's feeding the same vehicle. So I feel like it makes it easier to implement some of those things. Now the timing of it might look a little different,
For
right? You
sure.
may have to kind of prioritize things a bit, but I feel as though if it's feeding the same, I feel like it works. Now, in terms of okay, so the question had mentioned, can you read it again?
Yeah. So basically they have the three business ideas, actively working on them. They don't sleep most nights.
Okay.
And so how do they protect their mental health?
Ah,
So
okay.
that's the other
The
part of it.
other
It's
part of it.
layered,
Okay.
right?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
When I think about that layer in terms of, the sleep, because I mean, we are talking about the harmony hustle, right?
Right.
To maintain that harmony, one thing that I would say is to get it out of your head and get it on paper.
Mm,
I feel as though it's like this, like we have these open loops. And I feel as though if these loops remain open, our mind is still kind of like, thinking and processing but I feel as though we can kind of close that loop by just putting it on paper, writing it down, doing an audio, taking your phone, doing the recording,
yeah.
just to get it out of your mind and onto something. Kind of like I look at it as, okay, we need to get it onto a hard drive
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
create space with the memory. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So I
Hmm.
feel like once you do that, I feel like you will have a beautiful, restful night if you can just get it out of your head.
Yeah, because it gives you some clarity. You get to see it.
Yes.
Because you know me, like I'm all
Mm.
about the pen and the paper. I have to put a
Yes.
lot of ideas down or thoughts down, and then I can take a look at it and say, "All right, this is not good.
That too.
This is not right now."
Hmm.
And so I can restructure that list and then
Mm.
refocus the energy. But it's not bouncing around in here anymore. So
Exactly.
it is
Yes.
definitely good to get it out and
Like your tabs. I
oh
love when
yeah,
you say that, the tabs.
yes,
It helps you to kind of close some of those
close the tabs.
tabs. Exactly.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the brain is going to continue to process and try to figure it out and it's going to try to close the loop.
yeah,
But if you're putting it on paper, the brain, in my mind, is going to recognize it as being a loop being closed,
yeah.
you know?
For context, one of my friends realizes that I can talk to her all the time and I have multiple tabs going and I
Yeah.
bounce
Uh-huh.
around from one tab to the next. So she'll tell me, close tab.
I
So,
love it. I'm like, I'm using a tab, reference a lot
yes,
now. I'm like, oh,
yes,
I
close.
got my tabs open.
Hmm. X out.
So yep, completely, right? Seriously. And doing something like this, maybe a half an hour
Hmm.
before bedtime could be really helpful as well.
Hmm.
And then even when you have these ideas, you can really even if we go back to us having multiple passions, and especially if they tie together, we can kind of put those and organize our thoughts, and we can come back. Maybe we have one day that's focused on this part of the business.
Yeah.
And then on the other day, we're focusing on this part of the business. That's a
Yeah.
strategy as well. I think I'm gonna try that. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna try that. Mm.
I think too, just in terms of the mental health aspect
Mm-hmm.
specifically, I mean, I'm not a mental health professional at all,
Yes.
but to me, there's also that evaluation of like, why are you in business? You know, we might think that we want to be an entrepreneur, but maybe you're not suited to be an entrepreneur, and that's fine because
Yes.
you're putting undue pressure on
That's
yourself
true.
to be in
Yes.
business, and then you're juggling multiple ones.
Yes.
So evaluate that, and sometimes just,
Absolutely.
you know, whether it's a business consultant or actually reaching out to someone who can help you with the
To
mental health, the
process that
process of
part.
things, yeah,
Mhm.
because obviously we don't know
Yes.
all of the details, but I think
Mhm.
all the things you're saying are 100% true, but
Mhm.
then also
Mhm. Mhm.
kind of realizing, all right, why am I in business?
Exactly.
Is it actually for me? If you're putting this pressure on yourself to do something that doesn't suit you,
No.
it's gonna
No.
mess with you a little bit
And it's
or
gonna
a
mess
lot.
with your wellness, your
Yeah.
well-being, the pressures, and some things you just gotta, and who knows, you writing it down might be enough to release it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about implementing that thing. Sometimes it's just getting it out of your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like
Yep.
that one.
I love it. All right, let's see.
What
Because,
do
you
we have
know, gotta take
next?
these glasses off because these are.
Mm.
All right. So it says the person says, I've tried journaling, meditation, cold plunges, but I still feel scattered and burnt out. What actually works for staying grounded when you're building something?
Mm.
What
Oh,
actually, what, well,
that
that's,
cold plunge is not gonna help. That should ground you right away, but
yeah, right. So everyone's so different though,
it
like
is,
what
yes.
works, but kind of goes back to kind of the why. Yeah, because if I whenever because I think we all lose sight of our why from time to
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
And so when you lose sight of your why,
Mhm.
you become really, really scattered. I become
Very.
scattered.
Yes, I agree. And I think it's so easy to become scattered. Honestly, it could be your house not being in order.
Yeah.
It may mean, okay, my office, I need to just clean it. I need to clean
Yeah.
house. Perhaps it's I need to have um a workspace
Yeah.
instead of working in my bed with my laptop. Maybe I have a room that I designate to just working. And then when I'm done between these hours, I close my laptop, I close the tabs.
Close the tabs.
Close the
Yeah.
tabs. And then
Yeah.
I close the door to that office space. And then now I'm changing gears. So I feel as though it's the timing thing. And this is something that has come up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like there's many different layers to this, but I feel as though what will help with the whole grounding and not feeling overwhelmed or scattered is having more organization with
Mm,
your having clarity in terms of what your mission is. That's number one for
yeah.
me. And then you can kind of put certain systems in place to help you to be able to manage all the moving parts, but having boundaries where it's like I'm shutting down now, where I
Yeah.
am disconnecting and then I'm going to change gears. And that might mean changing locations as well
Yeah.
for me.
So things like the cold plunges and whatever else, they definitely can help some people.
Some
But if you're
people,
only looking for those external remedies, a
yes,
lot of the times it's what you do at home or in
yes,
your office and the environment that you create that helps you
yes,
with that.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's a combination of things. You can still do those
Yes,
things, still do the
yes.
cold plunges, still do, XYZ thing, but yeah, take a look
Mhm.
at the home or
And
your environment and make sure that it's conducive to the work that you need to do, want to do, the business you're going to run. Absolutely. Yeah.
yes. And I was
Yeah.
going to say, in addition to that, closing tabs. Like maybe you have some things on your to-do list that really is not serving you. Perhaps is not in alignment with your business. So for you to add that thing on,
Mm,
to add that thing on, and that thing on is weighing you down. And it's, do you really need that thing to help your business to go in the direction that you want to? I had to have this conversation with myself just yesterday.
really?
Just yesterday, I was like, I want to take this class, but Aymanie, is this going to push me in a direction I need to go in?
Right.
I'm not trying to take on a whole lot more clients, right? So
Yeah.
why am I about to take this particular class for locks?
Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, that is. how it happens for us. I think it's
Yes.
the multiple tabs, it's the interest, it's
Yes.
the what, shiny object syndrome, all these
Yes.
different things. But yeah, it's like, all right, I have to I always say this, like take a step back.
Yes.
Do I need it now? Is it
Mhm.
going to help me with the primary
It's
business?
gonna move that needle.
Is it gonna, yeah, and if it's not, then it should wait a little while until the
Mhm.
timing is better.
Mhm.
Um, because otherwise you're just taking on so many
Mhm.
extra things that your time and your attention is scattered everywhere,
Everywhere.
and you're not
Mhm.
able to give your full self to the things that matter.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and I mean, if you're going to be in business, be in business completely.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
I'm with it.
I'm with it. I love that response. These are some good
I love
questions.
it. This is
This is causing us to really like, at least for me, it's like, okay, self-reflect. What are you doing? What do you need to go back to? What have you forgotten?
hmm
These are like reminders
yeah.
for me as well. So,
This is going to be a regular segment. We said this before,
mhm,
so we want to hear from you. Please put your questions in the comments because, yeah, questions in the comments. We want to
mhm,
know what you're thinking about, what your questions are,
absolutely.
and that'll help. We can help you, but you're helping us as well.
You are.
Absolutely. So let me see. Another question here is, oh, how do you know when you're pivoting because it's the right strategic move versus when you're just running from the hard part? And how does that show up in your body?
Mm.
So,
These are all very similar questions.
yeah. So interesting. That sounds like messy middle
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, 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 absolutely.
for me, when it comes to knowing if it's the right move to pivot,
Mhm.
you have information telling you that it's the right time. So you're taking a look at your analytics, you're taking a look at your financials, because that information tells you whether the pivot is necessary and timely.
Absolutely.
Because you can have your balance sheet, right?
Mhm.
And it'll show you all of the different lines of business that you have.
Mhm.
And if you don't see anything happening, that's time for a pivot in
Yes,
one way or another. So I think
absolutely.
it's analytics and data,
Yeah, I agree.
feedback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feedback, otherwise, you can just run off of emotions and the things that, oh, that's shiny. Oh, I
Ooh,
have this
this-
idea.
Mhm.
You know, I- guilty. Um, guilty.
Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Yeah, I feel as though the data really will dictate whether or not a pivot is necessary.
hmm
Um, really analyzing that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it. That's key.
Yeah.
That's key. And and in terms of the messy middle we're referring to
Mm.
previous, was it, it's last episode, was it?
The last episode. Yeah, so
Let's
tune in.
check that
I'll
out.
put a little link
Yeah,
to
there we
the
go.
like,
Check
somewhere
that
around here.
out. So whoever had the question for that one, go watch that podcast recording.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
messy middle.
Mhm.
It's real. Yeah.
Yeah, but the uncomfortable stuff, looking
Mhm.
at, well, are you making any money?
Mhm.
What are the analytics telling you? That's not the fun stuff,
Yeah.
but necessary.
Yeah.
It's
So you know
necessary.
what direction to go in
Yeah, whether you really need that pivot or you don't
or
need the
not.
pivot.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Or maybe you need to buy more time before you make that decision whether or not the pivot is necessary.
Mhm.
So,
And so it was, oh, how does it show up in your body?
oh, I mean, the body keeps score.
Which is another
Eh,
episode.
Look at this.
Yeah. No. But so I think about myself though,
Yes.
if I'm not as tapped in or tuned into those details,
Yes.
uh, if I'm not pivoting when I should or vice versa, I think for me, you can feel it in your body. I feel tired.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a mental
Mhm.
fatigue, give so it's kind of
Yes.
like you're treading water. So you question whether it's time to pivot, but you're not doing the appropriate work to know whether you need to be doing it.
Mhm.
And so
I feel like you're just
you're
spinning.
just spinning.
You're just
So
spinning.
there's
That
that
could be exhausting.
it's exhausting.
Mhm.
Yeah. So for me, it's
Mhm.
like that's how it would show up for me.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
and so that's the tell that okay, you have to do something different.
Yes. Yes.
Stop,
Yes.
take a look,
Mm.
analyze,
Mm.
realign,
Yes. Yes.
re-energize, whatever it is.
Mhm.
So I would imagine
So
for some people though,
mhm.
it could manifest physically in your body.
I feel like for me, I feel like it would manifest just tightness.
Mm,
And I feel like that's something that we overlook a lot. I
yeah.
feel like we just when something kind of I feel like if we receive information or we think of something that is not providing like not clear, or I feel like there's something that happened. I feel like they're inside, we're kind of like tensed up a little bit and we don't even know it.
Yeah,
And I feel like we stay like that and then something else happens and then knots start to develop in the body,
like shoulders,
shoulders, the
headaches.
head. Yeah, I feel like
Maybe.
those, I feel like it's so subtle. But the more and more in tune we become,
Mm,
which I think that's something we should dig into at some point in the future,
yeah.
but becoming more in tuned will allow you to identify those things. Okay, if I'm feeling, okay, hold on, this is a telltale sign. I need to stop.
Mhm.
Something, I'm thinking about something that is creating this internal, you know what I mean? And allows us to kind of self reflect.
Yeah, like this dis-ease
The
or
dis
this,
yeah, this that's real. It's like it
yeah,
starts, and I feel like we have the ability to pick up on it a lot sooner than what we do.
for sure.
Yeah.
Just to help our actual health
Yes.
and to be able to make the best decisions
Hmm.
in all areas once you can get a handle on that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hmm.
This is the Harmony Hustle podcast. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Aymanie.
All right. We have time for one more? I think we have time for one more.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get it in.
All
So
right.
it's awesome.
Right? I really do like this. I
Yes.
need to blow up the font because this is also very real.
Yes, this is the real of the real.
Um, so, how do you deal with the guilt of taking a rest day when you feel like your competitors are out there grinding 24/7?
Hmm. You know, it's funny. This came up for me yesterday.
Really?
It did.
Huh?
Um, I just, and I don't know what brought me there, but I started to just think about how I need to dismantle this whole idea that as an entrepreneur, to keep up with anyone for that matter, I have to go hard, go hard, go hard,
Mhm.
and compromise my well being, my sleep. Like, because I will stay up all times. I get most of my stuff done at like 1 in the morning, like
Mm. Oof.
midnight. And then it's like, and then I'm up early,
Mm.
right? And so for me, I feel like that is definitely not healthy and it's going to take a toll. And for me, I'm really reevaluating and putting more importance in making, as an entrepreneur, good decisions.
Right.
And in order to make good decisions, we have to be rest. We need rest. Our brain needs time to rest for
Absolutely.
all those, what is it, synapses, all of that to just realign, to reset, to,
Mhm.
and if we're going on E, you could tell I put some thought into this because this was me yesterday. And I kid you not, I'm like, you're going on E. It's like,
Yeah.
then the decisions that you make, the quality of your decisions, you're not thinking at the highest, it's the shallow thinking, it's decisions that are not based
Mm.
on substance because I don't have enough in me to go deep.
Yeah, you have to kind of treat yourself like an athlete, in
Yes,
terms of the
absolutely.
training, the discipline, but
Absolutely.
also getting to the root of like why you or any person would feel the need to have to like keep on chasing. So
Yes,
what that driving force is, like once we can all
exactly.
understand why we are chasing something
Hmm.
that way, but at the same time, your
Hmm.
competitors, they rest too.
They do too. And if they don't, they are going to experience, if whoever is not resting will experience burnout at some point. And if you are not resting, you might have a good, maybe a year in you,
Yeah, and
2 year. At a certain point, you're going to tap out.
you're gonna tap out. You're like, and I think all your decision making is skewed.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm like, my
Yeah,
decision
yeah, for
making is
sure.
just like, I'm not able to think as clear.
It's, and
And you
yeah,
notice the difference because I went to bed the other night early, y'all, early, and I woke up refreshed. Now,
mhm,
granted, I went to bed early. My body got me up early too, like four
yeah,
in the morning. But at that part, I was sharp. I was
mhm,
like, what a difference this made.
yeah.
Just going to
When
getting rest. So
it,
feeling guilty? No, 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 no.
mm,
That's no, I don't feel guilty,
mm,
but I do need to train myself to go to bed.
yeah,
It's like I am thriving now. I feel good.
yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah,
Rest,
so rest is key.
hydration, eating
Hydration,
well.
eating well, the balance, the rhythm. It's kind of like the harmony hustle, like that rhythm is allowing you to create space for the hustle part. Like it's
Mm,
allowing you to do, do all the I don't know if that makes sense in my
No,
mind,
it makes
it
sense.
connected,
It makes
but
sense to me.
okay, as long as it made sense to you. I don't know if y'all didn't get it, it made sense to her.
I understood it. It's all that matters.
She's picking up what I put down. So
No, but it's
but
true. Like, if
yeah.
we're saying the hustle is our businesses, it's the entrepreneurial
Yes.
part of our
Yes.
being, then yeah, we have to ensure that the harmony, the wellness, that we're rested,
Yes.
we're meditating, praying, journaling,
Yes.
moving our bodies,
Mhm.
learning things, all the pillars of wellness,
Absolutely.
ensuring that that is actually happening, and that is the harmony
Yes, it
hustle.
is. It
That is,
yes.
like, if I had a puzzle piece right here, like
That's it.
harmony
That's
hustle,
it. Exactly. That's it.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, very
Okay.
simply,
That's it.
yeah.
We said what we
We
said.
said what we said. I said what I
We said
said.
what we said. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you have questions, please, on Instagram, you can inbox us here on YouTube in the comments. And of course, in Patreon, patreon.com/Harmony Hustle Pod. You can just join us over there and just ask the questions there. And we'll, answer them publicly too, but
Yeah.
also over
On that side.
on that
On the
side,
other side.
on the other side, the other side. But
Yes.
yeah, so I love this.
This was good.
Mhm.
This was good. This is fun.
And we will see you next week.